Welcome to project update number 2 for the USS KIDD Shipyard period. Gunnery, destroy that like button, target subscribe, fire as you may. First up, we're redecking portions of the decking in the 5-inch 38 caliber guns. You can see here where the shipyard has removed wasted metal. All of the wasted metal is in the back of about 3 of the mounts, immediately adjacent to the doors and below the gun captain's overhead siding hatch. The twin 20mm guns have been cut loose from the deck. 4 have been removed from the ship for refurbishment. The remaining 2 mounts located on the stern will be lifted off later. Equipment on the ground nearby prevented the crane from being able to access a position where it could reach them. At the same time, we also removed both searchlights from the forward smokestack. These will be refurbished and hopefully made to operate. As we're located close to the Baton Rouge airport, we'll have to be careful how and when we operate them so as not to interfere with any of the flight approaches for inbound aircraft. The 40mm gun directors were removed from atop the quad 40mm magazine at midships on the O1 level and from the exterior bridge wings. All 4 will be cleaned, painted, and 2 of them will have movement restored. Following up on the last update, the Dumbwaiter has been removed from its shaft. The shaft is currently being abated in preparation for its own disassembly and removal. You can see the Dumbwaiter here on deck. It will be cut up and turned into souvenirs for fundraising. Stay tuned for more info on that. The fire control equipment has all been removed from the Mark 25 radar room and is on main deck now, awaiting disposal per NAVSEA regulations. The compartment, meantime, has been emptied out and is being cleaned up with extraneous wiring removed and made safe. All of the Sonar amplifiers are out of the Enlisted mess starboard passageway now. The space is being tidied up again with the amplifier wiring removed and made safe. The cement leveler will be tested and removed at a future date before the 14-man mess table is installed. Anachronistic museum modifications from the past 42 years have been identified and are being removed, like this expanded metal storage cage. This workbench stays, as we have photographs in our archives of it being aboard during KIDD's time in service. This cabinet by the aft fire room entrance, however, will also be removed. All 65 racks in aft berthing C205L have been removed and labeled for easy reinstallation. They have been transported back to Baton Rouge for storage. Ductwork in the overhead has been tested and removed for later reinstallation. The overhead insulation has been tested by the shipyard, confirming our own previous testing from years before, showing it to be fiberglass. The armory, passage, and electronics repair parts storeroom back aft of the berthing was emptied out recently. This was supposed to be done in Baton Rouge, but we ran out of time before the river crested. This is all in preparation for the redecking of the main deck on the Fantail. Enlisted berthing C201L, known to museum staff and volunteers as the sewing room, was cleaned out on June 4th. This is so that interior decking in the aft part of the compartment between it and the fuel and ballast tanks beneath it can be repaired, cropping wasted metal and welding in new plate. Like the 5-inch guns, the corrosion is located immediately beneath a scuttle and ladder from the main deck overhead. Make your hatches and scuttles watertight, folks. The green floor tile has also been tested for hazardous content ahead of time. Thankfully, no cement leveler has been found here. We filled up 2 dumpsters with accumulated trash and old canvas. My car's cargo area and back seat was filled to capacity with tools and materials for the trip back home. Thanks for watching. Visit USSKIDD.com to donate and support this effort.